Let's try another challenge question for enrichment. We're trying to find the y-intercept of a line with a slope of 3. So what we have here is the line is y is equals to mx plus b. We don't know what b is, but we do know what the slope is. The slope is given as -3. Okay, so here's the first line, but we're not sure what the b value is, the y-intercept. But we know that it touches this other quadratic. Barely touching means that the discriminant is equals to 0, one solution. So we're going to set these equals to each other because we want to solve. So we have 2x squared minus 4x minus 3 is equals to the line. This is the same thing as 3x plus b, or b minus 3x, same thing, I'm just reversing it. And so let's throw everything over to one side. So we have 2x squared minus 4x plus 3x is minus x, minus 3 minus b equals 0. So we're trying to solve by making these equals to each other, but we know that for this new formed quadratic that the discriminant equals 0. So b squared minus 4ac equals 0. Let's attack the discriminant. The b value happens to be -1. So -1 squared minus 4. A happens to be 2. And c happens to be this entire business here, the leftover. This is -3 minus b. So we're almost done. We can solve for b because there's only one unknown and we have an equation. We just have to be careful. So 1 squared is 1. This part here happens to be -4 times 2 is -8. And we still have a bracket, so be careful. So we're going to use distribution. This is 1. -8 times -3 is plus 24. And -8 times -b is positive 8b. So this happens to be 25. 8b equals, when you throw 25 over, it becomes -25. Divide both sides by 8, we get -25 over 8. This here happens to be the y-intercept. So let's test it out onto Desmos. Y equals 3x minus 25 over 8. So we use Desmos here. You can see the green line is a straight and the red line is the parabola. And we can see that the y-intercept of the green line is -3.125, which happens to be -25 over 8. And do these graphs only hit once? And they do, right over here. So this makes sense. Okay, it's your turn. Here's a challenge question. Find the x-intercept of a line with a slope of 2 that is tangent to the curve y equals 2x squared plus 2x minus 1.